up, YouTube world? This is your boy Miz and Pop right here.
Pop.
And y'all now entering Man Cave Boulevard. And what we doing right now is something that we have not done, you know what I'm saying? And that's formally like kind of introduced ourselves to the people out there and let y'all know a little like a backstory.
Yeah.
Give an introduction on who we are. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, my name is Miz, and I'm actually from North Jersey. I was born in Plainfield. I also lived in Newark and in the surrounding areas. And like mostly like where I got my influence of dressing, like coming from an adolescence to like maybe like a preteen, I was watching people coming up like OPP, like Naughty by Nature and and I was rocking jail suits back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be so much in the know, like I was following these hip hop trends and things of that nature, and this is what kind of like brought me to trying to wear different things, different type of labels and different styles. And I was really like overly trying to be a part of something, like doing braids when braids were in, you know what I'm saying? I even tried dreadlocks and everything. You know what I mean? So like I was very influential at one point until I kind of like try to find myself in fashion. And once I found my niche and my way, I stopped like kind of wearing certain things, or I wanted to alter it or add on to it or take away from certain stuff. And then it brought me to the point where I was like, yo, as I'm growing up, I figured I should try to start my own like hat company or something like that. Start that off. And that's where the thought of New Zoo Company came in. And I am the co-founder of New Zoo Company. And I basically started off with hats. Then I started doing clothing. And I started getting like some traction out there, you know what I'm saying, on the internet. And I found a brand ambassador while I was going around trying to promote my company. And if y'all know of this individual, his name is Zane Copeland. You know what I'm saying? Little Zane from the hit single with 112 with Bad Boy and all that. Like if y'all of age, around my age, then y'all should know who I'm talking about. And like basically, I'm a wild style type of individual. I just like to put things together and make it look right. And sometime I miss, sometime I hit. Like that's just me in a nutshell. This is your boy Big Miz from the Zoo. I am the co-founder of Man Cave Boulevard, and that's me in a nutshell.
Yes, no doubt. So yeah, as y'all know, this your boy P. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like he already broke down the way he got into this. You know what I'm saying? My story is slightly different. You say you was influenced by like people like Naughty by Nature, right?
Redman, or like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so me, I mean, I would have to say I was influenced by hip hop, period. You know what I'm saying? The streets. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, I was born in Trenton, New Jersey, moved to Willingboro, where I met Miz. You know what I'm saying? But even as a kid, growing up in Trenton, you know what I'm saying, just being out there in the hood, seeing the older dudes, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was born in 77, so all throughout the 80s, I'm out Trenton and I'm seeing hip hop grow, you know, from pretty much from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? You know, I first got into hip hop music. I must have to say, you know what I mean, every time I think about it, as far back as I can remember, it was the movie Crush Groove that did it for me.
Ooh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I remember as a young boy, you know what I mean? I don't remember what year Crush Groove came out, but I know it was in the 80s sometime. And when I saw that movie, man, yo, like, I just became an instant Run DMC fan. You know what I'm saying? Just from watching that movie, I became an instant Run DMC fan. Those was my boys. I thought Run was the coolest thing that walked the planet Earth. You know what I mean? The boy was fresh. You know what I'm saying? Him and DMC, but really Run was my man. You know what I mean? I used to love, I was inspired, and I would love the way they dressed. You know what I'm saying? From the rope chains to the Kangos, the gazelle frames, you know what I mean? The Lee jeans that they used to rock back then. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Lee jeans with shell toe Adidas, fat laces. Run DMC will rock their Adidas with no laces. And as a young boy, I'm watching this and I'm just being inspired. And I'm like, yo, I want to dress like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I would think like, man, you know, like I want a pair of shell toe Adidas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, you know what I mean? I really wanted a pair of shells after seeing Run DMC. That's all they will rock. You know what I'm saying? That's all they will rock. Run DMC, I've never really seen them ever rocking Nikes or no other brand. You know what I'm saying? They always had a pair of shell toe Adidas on, and they was my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, so between watching the movie Crush Groove and being inspired by Run DMC, I love the Fat Boys too, but not as much as I love Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? And just living in the hood, watching dudes, the older dudes, you know what I'm saying, either walking down the street with their big boom boxes, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, riding in cars, whatever, stepping out the car, walking into the store. Whenever I would see an older head, older than me, you know what I'm saying, rocking some suede Pumas or some Adidas shell toes, especially the Adidas shell toes, like, yo, I would literally be like mesmerized, just staring at him like, dang, he got some Adidas shell toes on. You know what I'm saying? This is before Jordans. You know what I'm saying? This is before Jordans even hit the scene or was big like that. You know what I mean? I remember when Jordan signed to the league and, you know what I'm saying, the Jordan sneakers started dropping. You know, people was catching on slowly but surely. But in the beginning stages, when they first started dropping Jordans, yeah, I wanted a pair of them too. You know what I'm saying? But I was still, Adidas was still like the top dog. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I mean? That's, you know, basically what I'm saying is, you say you was inspired by like Naughty by Nature. I was inspired by Run DMC, the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, so as I got older and was able to purchase my own clothes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, like many of us, I ain't the only one. I'm sure there's plenty other people that could relate to what I'm saying and to what you saying. You know what I mean? You know, even though you said Naughty by Nature, that's still hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I know, and me knowing you for as long as I've known you, you know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody we grew up around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us was inspired by hip hop.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us was inspired by hip hop. You know what I mean? From everything. You know what I'm saying? The way we talk, the way we carry ourselves, the way we dress. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, once I got a little older and was able to get a job and, you know what I mean, buy my own clothes, you know what I'm saying, it was on. You know what I'm saying? It was on and popping. Like I'm buying all the things I wish that I could have as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, you know what I mean? I started buying everything from shell toe Adidas, the Puma suedes, Puma Clydes, Kangos, all that. You know what I'm saying? So to this day, to this very day, I'm 47 today. You know what I mean? My style is very hip hop influenced. You know what I mean? I don't think it's hard to tell. You know what I mean? Both of us, you know what I mean? Many of us in this culture are inspired by hip hop, inspired by the streets, inspired by the drug dealers, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that like, you know, I'm not saying that like it's something to be proud about, to be inspired by drug dealers. I'm not, you know, bigging up that type of life. I'm not glorifying that lifestyle at all. I'm just saying I was inspired by the fashion. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it went on. You know what I mean? It it went from shell toe Adidas to Jordans to I remember everybody had triple fat gooses. You know what I mean? Before that, it was Sherlins. You know what I'm saying? What else? You know what I mean? Sherlins.
Like when I used to see people in the hood, like back in the day, like this is what I couldn't reach, but what I would see, like people would jump out the car. He got his Todd One suit on, you know what I'm saying, matching from head to toe, big trunk jewelry, you know what I'm saying, big ropes, you know what I mean, big pieces and everything like that.
2-finger rings, 4-finger rings.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Gold teeth, all that.
True indeed.
You know what I mean?
I went
Sergio
through all those eras. I went through all those eras. Every era that you can think of. You know what I'm saying? Your boy was even wearing MC Hammer pants back in the day. I rocked MC Hammer pants with some big shoes with the bottom pieces like this. You know what I'm saying? Like just following trends. Like Kwame, I was rocking polka dots. Like I was definitely influenced by hip hop, the long way and the strong way. And I think that's what kept me in tune with certain things as well, and kind of made my life good. You know what I mean? I felt good rocking the clothes that I rocked, and now that I'm trying to implement like my own stuff, like I feel way better, like saying, yeah, I'm the influence to this clothing, and I'm not looking at somebody else to try to get right. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my story. You know what I'm saying? I was inspired by hip hop and the cats in the streets. We had our own time in the streets during the 90s. You know what I'm saying? We was the ones now out there doing a bunch of crazy knucklehead stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my story. Like I said, it was everything, man. I remember back when Helly Hansen's in the 90s was, the thing to have.
Yeah, Hansen.
Columbia. You know what I'm saying? There's so many styles that have came and faded away. You know what I'm saying? But we rocked all that. You know what I'm saying? From Mecca, Inichi,
Carcanine,
Fat Farm, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't real big on Fat Farm. Parasucos, you know what I'm saying? Those was the truth for like a good 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple pair of Parasucos, but yeah, as far as footwear though, yeah, man, like the Adidas shell toes was always something to this day special to me, man. Like, because my favorite hip hop artist, rap group was Run DMC for many, many years. As a matter of fact, like, I still don't put no one above Run DMC because that's pretty much what started it all for me. You know what I mean? Like, they got me to love hip hop, not just the music, but the whole culture. You know what I'm saying? It was Run DMC, you know what I mean? And then, of course, later on, my boy Nas came out, and I became a instant fan of Nas. You know what I'm saying? To this day, that's still my my favorite rapper to this day. Favorite rapper, solo artist. Favorite group, Run DMC. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? So basically, you know what I'm saying, we get our influence from hip hop, from the streets, and we put our own little twist to it. And I like how, I like what you've been doing with this whole, your clothing line, you know what I'm saying, New Zoo Company.
I appreciate that.
My man Miz been doing this for a few years now. And he got some official pieces, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
just doing his thing now, man.
It gets better with time, you know what I'm saying? The more you learn about the fabrics and what to put together and everything, then you'll find your niche and you'll start to put it together. And that's what I'm doing now. Like, I've been actually in this doing this clothing thing for over 10 years, and I don't think that I've learned as much as I learned in the last 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's coming.
It's crazy because, I've told you before, that's something I always thought about myself, you know what I'm saying, starting my own clothing line. But, I never did it, you know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of people that start their own clothing line, you You know what I mean? We got a couple of our boys that have started their own clothing line. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's always something that I thought about doing. I just never went ahead and did it. You know what I'm saying? But I you know, I really, you know, respect that you went out and you just started doing it. You know what I'm saying? Unlike me, I just talked about it, but I never went and actually did it. You have, you still doing it, and your clothing is official. You know what I mean? To get my stamp of approval.
I appreciate
Definitely.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that for real.
You know? So what we doing now? You want?
This was just basically an introduction, trying to give these people out there a little bit of us, you know what I'm saying, without a sneaker in front of us. So y'all got the gist of how we see things, and and who we are and how we came up and what influenced us in our style and stuff like that. But we getting off of here because we got some more work that we got to put in. So peace, y'all. Matter of fact, please, y'all come in, y'all subscribe to the channel, y'all like the channel, y'all comment, y'all share. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share. You know what I'm saying? That's how we engage around here. This is Man Cave Boulevard and your boy Miz and Pop. We saying peace, y'all.
Peace.
Alright, yo, hold on. Before we bring this to a closing, I got something for y'all. It's just a little sneak peek at some more Converse weapons.
Orange and white. I like
Orange
them.
and white Converse weapons.
I like them.
And I got something right here to go with it. I'm not going to show y'all this display. I'm going to give y'all another display real quick.
Orange and white. I like these, man. I should have grabbed these too.
Yeah, them things is fire. Things is fire.
Yeah, that
I'm
new
putting
Zoo
it
shirt.
together with the new Zoo. This is the new Zoo regular shirt right here. You know what I'm saying? Leave the flock. New Zoo company, and it has the birds on the sleeve as well, just like the back. I mean, traditional. And yes, I have the clothing tags in there. This is official wear. So y'all can get at me, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram.
What's that orange shirt? That's New Zoo too.
Nah, that's it's like a team shirt, some type of graphic shirt right there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So basically that was that. Y'all can get with me, you know what I'm saying, in the DMs. Just go to New Zoo Company on Instagram, DM me to see if we can work together. If y'all got some ideas too, y'all get at me. Peace, y'all.
Peace.